The apply site improvement to a surface command allows you to add a site improvement to your project with the ultimate goal to create a subgrade. To do the site improvement, it actually can be found on the corridors tab, and the first thing you want to do is set up your materials and your site improvements. So for an example here, I'm going to put in some site improvements for my pond, and what I've done is I've defined my pond to have some landscaping thickness as well as a certain sand mixture. I also have areas for the field, in this case, where I'm going to put in brown turf and green turf, and I have a layer of materials that's going to go down underneath that turf, as well as under the pavement. So I got my concrete pavement for my heavy duty and light duty asphalt areas, and even concrete pads. So what you do is you go to the site improvement area or command, you select the surface that you want to add the site improvement to, and you start by adding a name. So if I say, field green turf, I'm going to come down to my site improvement, and I'm going to drop in the field, the green field, and we'll go ahead and put it in this area. So when I do, you'll see that it shades it in. So we're going to do some green infield as well, and maybe some green around the edge. I can then come over and add in the brown portion. So I'm going to add brown for the infield turf for home plate area, and even maybe the areas that are out here, so I can add those in as well. So what this will do, will define that site improvement, and I could continue this process with the building pads. So maybe I'll do some concrete work. We're going to do concrete in this area here, and you can see you can also put a texture, so not just a color but a texture as well. And then there's other areas maybe for the sidewalk, so I can put in the sidewalk improvement area, and I can put in let's see, over here I can put the pond in, so we can go ahead and do the pond, and this will control whether we're doing seeding. You can see I do a water pattern, and I can do some pond stabilization where I can drop in that information around the edge, and then I've got my parking lot, which we can add in for our heavy duty asphalt or light duty asphalt pavement. So maybe our light duty pavement is in the parking areas, and well, we can do it in the middle in here as well. So we've got our light duty pavement. So basically that's what you're doing, is you're adding and applying the site improvement to these areas. The key too is when you add your brake lines for the line string, if you look at the properties, remember from the adding the site texture, it's the same process. We want to make sure our sharp and texture boundary has been applied. Then what we can do is create the subgrade, and we'll show that in the next video.